Now let us see a problem in which sudden contraction and sudden enlargement occurs together in a single setup itself. So now from the figure, so figure is given in the problem. So this is a figure given in the problem. From the figure, when a sudden contraction is introduced in a horizontal pipeline from 50 centimeter to 25 centimeter. So first 50 centimeter is there at section 1. It is reduced to 25 centimeter at section 2. So this is the continuity actually. So we will be having a larger pipe between this section 2 and section 3 that has been broken to show it in a single page itself. So section 1 is having a diameter of 50 centimeter and section 2 is having a diameter of 25 centimeter. The pressure changes from 10,500 kg per meter square. So it is given in kg per meter square. We can convert this into Newton per meter square by just simply multiplying by 9.81 to this. So this is the Newton per meter square. So pressure changes from 10,500 to 6,900. So this is at section 1. This is at section 2. Calculate the rate of flow is the discharge. We need to find the discharge. Now assume coefficient of contraction. This is Cc, coefficient of contraction of jet, to be 0.65. Where when there is a sudden contraction, it will form a jet. So that coefficient is given as 0.65, that is Cc. So this is following this, if there is a sudden enlargement. Now first the bigger pipe is getting contracted to a smaller diameter. The smaller pipe diameter runs for some length, and that smaller pipe is suddenly enlarged to some other diameter. So that diameter is given sudden enlargement from 25 centimeter to 50 centimeter again. And if the pressure at the 25 centimeter size is 6,900, so which is already given here. So what is the pressure at the 50 centimeter section? So we cannot say that this same pressure will be prevailing here, because the diameter is same, because already there is a loss due to sudden contraction. Now it is getting enlarged. Now let us come to the point of the problem. So this is a figure. So at section 1, diameter is 50, pressure is 10,500. At section 2, this is diameter and pressure. So first part of the problem is sudden contraction, bigger diameter to smaller diameter. So section 1, section 2. Now it is running, and let us assume that we have another section here of D3 and P3, D3 diameter and P3 pressure. This is getting suddenly enlarged to D4 diameter and P4 pressure. So we have 4 sections here. So for section 1 and 2 is for first part of the problem. Section 3 and 4 is second for the second part of the problem. So now we are solving the first part of the problem, which is sudden contraction. Bigger diameter is getting reduced to smaller diameter. So from the equation, head loss due to sudden contraction is Hc equal to V2 square by 2g. So what is this V2 now? So V2 is the reduced velocity, or when there is a sudden contraction, so there one velocity will be prevailing in the bigger diameter, which is before reduction, which will be V1, and there will be another velocity here at section 2, which is the velocity after contraction, that we could say the reduced velocity or the reduced section velocity. So now V2 here indicate it is the velocity at the contracted section. So it is not before contraction, it is after contraction. So into 1 by Cc minus 1 whole square. Cc is given 0.65. So quickly we can substitute Cc equal to 0.65 here. So we will get 1 by 0.65 minus 1 whole square as 0.2899 V2 square by 2g. So let us, because V2 is not known, so let us keep Hc as 0.2899 V2 square by 2g. Now using continuity equation, A1 V1 equal to A2 V2. So this is for the first part of the problem, keep it in mind. We have not touched the second part of the problem, which is section 3 and 4. So A1 V1 equal to A2 V2. So simplifying this, V1 equal to A2 V2 by A1. So A2 equal to pi by 4 d square into V2, pi by 4 d square, pi by 4 getting cancelled. So d2 square by d1 square into v2, d2 by d1 whole square into v2. So d2 is the bigger diameter, d1 is a smaller diameter, so whole square into v2. So v1 is equal to v2 by 4. So this is v1 in terms of v2. Now applying Bernoulli's equation for section 1 and 2. So between these two sections, section 1 and section 2. Now p1 by rho g plus v1 square by 2g plus z1 equal to p2 by rho g plus v2 square by 2g plus z2 plus hc, which is head loss due to contraction. Remember, it is for first part of the problem between section 1 and 2. Since the pipe is horizontal, z1 z2 cancels. So the remaining equation will be p1 by rho g plus v1 square by 2g equal to p2 by rho g plus v2 square by 2g plus hc. Now substituting p1, p2, hc and v1 in the above equation. So p1 is given in the problem. Substitute in terms of Newton per meter square. Don't substitute in kg per meter square. So kg per Newton per meter square is this one, p1 by rho g. Let us have this p1 by rho g. So this is p1 by rho g, v1 square by 2g. So we are substituting v1 in terms of v2 because v1 and v2 both are unknown. So now we are calculating v2 first. So v1 equal to v2 by 4 from this expression. So v1 equal to v2 by 4 whole square divided by 2g for this one equal to p2. P2 is given in the problem. So substitute again in terms of Newton per meter square plus v2 square by 2g, substitute as it is, you not convert it, plus hc. hc is already we have calculated here 0.2899 v2 square by 2g. So substitute that as it is 0.2899 v2 square by 2g. Now if you look at this equation, the only unknown is v2. So we can calculate this one, it is coming around 10.5. So simplifying this, v2 square by 4 square will be 16, 16 into 2g, 16 into g into 2. So this is g, not g square, 16 into g into 2 is equal to, this is coming around 6.9. So if you add these two, it is 1.289 because this is 1, this is 0.2899. So 1 plus 0.2899 is 1.2899 v2 square by 2g. Now simplifying the above, so rearranging this, bringing this v2 square here, knowing this bringing this term here, after simplifying v2 is coming around 7.586 meter per second. So we have got v2. So now after calculating that, first part of the problem is to calculate the rate of flow, which is q equal to a1 v1 a2 v2. So q equal to a2 v2 or a1 v1. Now we have calculated v2, so we are going for a2 into v2. a2 we have already calculated using the diameter. So we have got a2 as this, v2 as calculated value, q equal to this one. So that is the first part of the problem, finding discharge. Now we are going for the second part of the problem. Now look at this, calculate the rate of flow is still here is first part of the problem. Now following this, if there is sudden enlargement from 25 centimeters, so this is this part. Now what is the question? What is the pressure at the 50 centimeter section? So if the small diameter is increasing to bigger diameter, what will be the pressure at section at the enlarged section? Now this is second part of the problem between section 3 and 4. Now we are going for applying Bernoulli's principle between section 3 and section 4. So section 3 is smaller section, this one, section 4 is bigger section. Now we have to forget this part. Now p3 by rho g, v3 square by 2g, z3, p4 by rho g, v4 square by 2g plus z4 plus he. So this he is nothing but head loss due to sudden enlargement between section 3 and section 4. Now z3 equal to z4 because it is horizontal, v3 equal to v2 because diameter at section 2 and section 3 are same. So velocity will remain constant because q using continuity equation, q equal to a1 v1 equal to a2 v2 equal to a3 v3 equal to a4 v4. Since area of let us see, area of section 1 and section 4 are same, velocity will be same here at section 1 and section 4. Similarly at section 2 and 3, the diameter are same, 25 25, so velocity is going to be same. So that is what is written here. Just a minute. Okay, v3 equal to v2 equal to this value, v4 equal to v1, but v1 equal to v2 by v4, so 7.586 by 4, so v1 which is equal to v4 equal to 1.896, z3 equal to z4 horizontal pipe. So head loss due to sudden enlargement is given as velocity before enlargement minus velocity after enlargement whole square by 2g. In equation, in formula we might have seen v1 minus v2 whole square by 2g. v1 is the velocity before enlargement, v2 is the velocity after enlargement. Now here we have taken 3 as section before enlargement, 4 as section after enlargement, so v3 minus v4 whole square by 2g. So substituting the value of velocities, we have got h equal to 1.65 meter. Now what is that we need to find in this equation is, we need to find P4. P3 is given in the problem, we need to find P4. So substituting all the values in this equation, we will get, so P3 is given in the problem, V3 equal to V2 equal to 7.586, Z3 Z4 cancels, P4 is what we need to calculate. So this value, this property we need to find, so this is unknown. V4 equal to V1 equal to 1.896 here, 1.896, Z4 is getting cancelled, He just now we have found out 1.65. So substituting all these values Bernoulli equation, if you see this one, only P4 is unknown, so P4 is coming around 78480 Newton per meter square. That is the end of the problem.